Now, most of the people hindi alam kung ano yung tamang pagpaplano with their finances. In order to build na solid talaga, matibay yung finances mo, ito yung dapat na sundan mo. Now, it's very important na meron kang plano because if wala kang plano, para ka lang daga na paikot-ikot. Nakakita ka na ba ng bahay na pinanday or ginawang bahay na walang blueprint or walang plano? Di ba wala? Most of the houses, especially yung malalaki na 2-story na mga house, is usually meron talagang blueprint o plano na sinusunod. Now, when it comes to our finances, ito naman yung blueprint natin. We need to understand na yung pagtatayo ng bahay, parang ganun din yung pagbibuild ng finances natin. We need to build from ground and up. Okay? So, number 1 is dapat meron tayong proper healthcare. Bakit merong proper healthcare? Because yung pinaka-importante talaga is dapat nating proteksyonan yung sarili natin sa mga sakit. Especially right now na sobrang maulan yung panahon, napaka-prone ng mga tao when it comes to dengue or mga lagnat, something like that. So mga sakit-sakit. Now, kung pupunta tayo ng hospital, medyo malaki yung bill natin. And most of the people, shortcut kaagad sa investment, walang proper healthcare. So pag nagkasakit, anong mangyari? Hugutin yung investment, sayang, no? Especially pag lugi pa yung investment, hindi pa nakakabawi, hugutin mo na kasi babayad mo sa hospital. So lugi. So we need to prepare for this one. And number 2, dapat meron tayong life protection or life insurance because we need to understand, kung meron tayong mga loved ones, meron tayong mga mahal sa buhay, we need to understand na kailangan nating proteksyonan yung mga may iwan natin. Just in case na tayo yung breadwinner, ikaw yung ama ng tahanan or ina ng tahanan, we need to protect ourselves. Para if kunin mo tayo ni Lord ng maaga, tawagin tayo ni Lord, at least yung mga anak natin secured. Okay? Number 3, debt management. After natin na-take care yung dalawa, proper healthcare, life protection, is debt management because yung utang, yan yung anay sa financial foundation natin. We need to understand na as long as merong utang, merong interest sa utang na kumakain sa finances natin, hindi talaga mabibuild yung solid financial foundation natin. Number 4 is emergency fund. Ito, napaka-importante na emergency fund. We need to understand, guys, na yung emergency fund is gagamitin natin in case of emergency. Ano yung mga type of emergency? Example, naflatan ng gulong yung sasakyan or nawalan tayo ng trabaho, emergency po yan because saan tayo kukuha ng pagkain, no, or panggastos natin, pangbayad ng renta, etc. So, gaano ba dapat kalaki yung emergency fund natin? Yung emergency fund natin is at least 6 to 12 months of our salary. Yan na yung pinaka-safety natin because within 6 months, there's a good probability na makakahanap na tayo ng bagong trabaho niyan para sa income replacement. Pero at least, for the past 6 months, hindi tayo mababaon sa utang because we have emergency fund. And pinakalas na talaga, pag stable na to lahat, dapat is mag-build na tayo ng investments, ito naman for the long term. Because later on, pag tanda natin, we cannot work. Okay? So, hindi na tayo pwedeng magtrabaho. Wala nang tatanggap sa atin because matanda na tayo. And that's the reason, pag wala na tayong trabaho, of course, stop na rin yung income. So, we need to build on investment para magkaroon tayo ng LOI or LOI, living on interest. Which means, yung pera natin na invested is nagkaka-interest na siya at yung interest, yun na yung i-consume natin para mabuhay naman tayo. So, ganito yung tamang pattern or plano sa pagbibuild ng solid financial foundation. If you like this video, make sure to follow my Facebook page. Yan lang, ingat.